Hey guys, good morning and surprise, I'm doing a webinar before the markets have begun. So I took this as a screenshot and I took this trade a while back. This was on Friday, I think Friday, right? And this is the trade. Now, I wanted to take a close look at Apollo Hospitals. It's made 60K and VDL has made only 18K. So let me show you something interesting. I haven't been streaming because I was actually in Goa and you should not stream in Goa. So I will look at this now. In Goa, what happened was I actually went to the casino, and so okay. Yeah, actually went to the casino. That's a really bad font, but we'll just go ahead with it. Okay, fine. That's okay, fine. So we'll just work with that font. Now, what happened in the casinos? We were playing something called roulette. You know, where you put the ball inside a bunch of numbers and you remove the ball, put a ball coin, and if you get that a certain number, you actually win. Now, here's how it works. You have the main table. All right, this is the main table, and after that, you have a side table. For people who know this, they know it's not a table; it's actually just outside and inside. But yeah, this is a very rough version of it. And over here, you have a bunch of numbers, right? So you have a bunch of numbers over here where you place your bet. Okay, so the roulette is happening here. So you have a bunch of numbers over here. You put a ball in it, and if you get that number, then you win. Over here, you have say 0, then you have 1, then you have 2, then you have 3, all the way to I think it was 39, right? Or you can place something called outside bets. Okay, so you have 3 sections over here: 1, 2, 3. Now here's the amazing thing. If you place a bet, let's say I place a bet on over here. Okay, I'll mark it with an X. In the casino, if you place a bet over here, you get, I think it was on the single number, 8 ones are 8, 8 2s are 16. I think it was 32 times. Okay, and that's one. The other thing is you can do is you can place a half bet. So you can place it in the middle of 2 numbers. So you place a bet over here. So in case 2 comes or 3 comes, well, you'll be paid half of 32. That's whatever, 16 times, right? 16 times. So if I put 1 lakh rupees, for example, on this, and I won, I'd be paid back 16 lakhs. That's pretty crazy, right? Now, what people were doing is, especially me, I was putting all my chips on this table. So I could earn 16 times to 32 times. Now, I actually lost all the money I entered with. Ankush actually won some money. And interestingly, another man came and he bet only here. Now, here, if you were to bet something, you were to get back only, I'll write it here, 2 times, right? 2 times. So if you put in 1 lakh rupees, you would get back 2 lakhs. So your principal amount 1 lakh. So your earning was 1 lakh, right? Maybe 1 lakh is a too big number. We were playing with hundreds of rupees, actually, hundreds, a few thousands. So I was playing with, I think, 5,000 rupees. So it's not much money, but it is interesting to learn how a casino actually worked, right? And this only earned 2 times. Now that man would come, he would bet on 2 numbers, and the chances. Now the question is, if this is 2 times and this is 32 times, of course you should put your money here, right? But the chances, so I'll put this over here, chances, right? The chances to win, sorry, I spent chances, I couldn't do a better job. The chances to win over here is about less than 3%. So if you bet on over here, the chances to win is less than 2%, less than 3%. The chances to win here is about 50%. Almost, sorry, not 50%, 33%. Now things have changed. You see, after I lost all my money, I realized the payout and the reward over here was low, but the risk was also low. Here, the risk was extremely high. And the payout was high. So what the casino says, like, oh, you'll win 32 times. and everyone would naturally bet here. This guy came, he bet here twice, and he took home 50% earnings. And then he bet here twice again. He took home 50%. I think he came with, something like 10,000 rupees, and he walked away with 70, 80,000 rupees. So I learned, this is what I learned. I learned two things from the casino. One is that you should never take high risk bets ever, because we're traders, right? Not the casino's designed so you take these bets. You're supposed to take these bets, the ones which have a high hit rate and a low payout. That's fine. At least you'll win. At least your chances of winning is higher. So always take low risk bets. And I use the words bets. I hate the word bet, but since we're in a casino, it's a bet. That's bet. The second thing I learned is consistency is more important. So he would bet once and then he would leave and he would come back again and then he would do the same thing. So I think these two things I learned from the casino is that you should risk really low amounts, small capital. If you have 100 chips, you should risk only 1 or 2 chips. Ankush and I had like 10 chips and we're putting like 3 chips in one shot. So our money management was way off. Of course, and I also didn't want to waste too much money in casinos because I rather have my money in trading, which is much more reliable. This was doing for fun. So yeah, these 3 things: bet low, risk a small amount per trade, trade on only high probability trades, and 3, make sure you're consistent. So very similar over here. Apollo, you can see is that we were consistent. We made a little bit in VEDL, Hindalco was a little bit, and that. So my point is today's webinar was more on money management and risk management. So if you have a system out there which is like 55% or something or 60%, that's more than enough for you to make money. Don't focus so much on the strategy, guys. Just get a good strategy and trade the hell out of it. And yeah, don't take leverage. So I'll try to stream more often, but that's my little lesson on money management and what I learned. See you soon later. Goodbye. Send me some comments and it'll be nice to see if you guys are still listening. Goodbye.